Well, I mean, look at this woman. Okay, you know, this is what we call an IE, middle-aged woman. There she is having a laugh with a monkey, as you do. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that.
Can you pause it though? We just wanted to point out something we were having a discussion about.
Yes.
We did preview this clip.
Yes.
Just in case it got violent.
We always have to make sure that we're not going to show you guys anything too bad.
Yes, but you see the before and after?
Yeah, like,
Is there?
why would you have such a poor quality wig?
Okay, I was going to say more like, why would you have a wig that looks exactly like the hair you already
That's kind of
have?
what I'm saying. It's like, if you're going to wear a wig, would you not make it like kind of nice looking?
Yes.
Maybe long hair or maybe like an interesting style. Not make your wig look like you...
It's the same thing. It's like when you remove the mask and it's the same.
Yeah, or you shave your beard, then take the stubble and glue it back on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
That's
it
pretty
reminds
much
me
what's
of.
going on here.
It's the same hair.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
I guess that's my issue with this. Not the monkey's behavior.
Yeah, because she's still got hair. It's not like she's bald.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same hair. It's like she took her own hair and
Yes.
cut it off and made a wig out of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, some rural entertainment for you guys. If you've ever been in rural China, you will come across this. We've come across this ourselves.
This is. Can I preface this by saying in rural China, the entertainment is different than in the cities. In the
Yes.
cities, you'll go to a karaoke, you'll go to the movies, you'll go to the park.
Yeah,
Right? You'll do those kind of things. Play
Yeah.
badminton.
exactly.
In rural China,
A lot of beer is wasted.
a lot of beer is wasted, and you'll go watch shows. And a show will come through town, and everyone, you better believe, everyone and their mom and their kid and their grandma and grandpa will come out of their hut
Yes.
to go see the show
Well,
because that's the only thing that happens.
Take a look at the audience here. There's like a really old dude there with his flat cap
Yes.
on there, and an old woman, and they're sitting there.
This is a phenomenon. You can turn it down. I will. This is for some reason a phenomenon that has taken off in the past, I would say 8 years or so. This particular beer phenomenon.
I don't know, dude. I saw that early on. 2006,
True.
I was seeing
I
this.
saw a lot of chugging, but the hair flick, I feel
No,
like it's a little
the
later.
whole...
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been around for ages. I think maybe you just didn't come across it.
Well, I mean, I saw plenty of rural performances.
Don't forget, when I first moved to Shenzhen, I moved outside the gate, so to speak, into
I understand,
more rural
but
areas, and
I've
watched
been all
this.
over the entire country, and
Yeah.
I've seen people swallow fire and like.
Oh, yeah. But
balance
the
on
beer
chairs.
thing, I saw that from the very beginning. I don't know
Interesting.
what it is.
Yeah, something about the beer spray. They put these little they put a little hole in the top.
Yeah.
And then they spray the crap out of the beer everywhere, and the
Yeah.
people in the audience like don't move.
But, I mean, it's all about spraying themselves down with beer. It's kind of a weird thing.
Why is that a?
I guess
why
it's
is
kind of
that
like a cheap firework.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It has a thing.
Yes.
Maybe there's some other connotations to it, you know?
I
They're guzzling the
guess.
beer and shoving it down their tops and stuff.
I suppose. Hashtag alcohol abuse.
Yes.
Keep in mind these beers are like 2%.
Yeah, they're
so
very
you don't
light
feel
beers,
too bad.
yeah. Malatang, on the other hand.
I thought this is a good representation of malatang in China.
Yes.
Even though this is a bit more extreme. Go back to the
Yeah, I'll go
malatang
back to the
real quick.
Malatang.
Malatang is this very...
Sorry, hang on a sec.
谢谢大家. Move along, dear woman.
Oh, that can be very, very loud.
Okay, pause that. So this is called malatang, and what malatang? He had to get that guy in there.
Yeah, I did.
You guys sell bags. Malatang is this thing in China,
Yeah.
where there's a bunch of boiling things.
Yeah,
right?
pot. And it's usually,
pot.
it's like spicy, numbing kind of soup.
Yes, and it's like the cheap version of hot pot.
Yes.
When you can't afford to get hot pot, so hot pot, everyone knows, is a big
Yes.
cauldron of boiling oil and broth. That's because you at least got to pay $10 or something for the pot, right?
Yeah.
For the broth.
Yeah.
When you're eating malatang, you're paying per skewer, and the pot is communal. So they have lots of little pots, and this is the cheap way to eat hot pot.
Yes.
And the young women love it for some reason.
Yep.
I think it's like when you're in college or whatever, you're struggling, you don't have that much money.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It's cheap.
Sometimes it could be nice. I mean, it depends. The problem with it is it's always filthy.
It's
like when I say nice, I mean like the idea of you can get a skewer with like seaweed or a vegetable or whatever you want, right? Or that fake meat stuff.
Yeah.
And then you like stick it in there and then you can eat it. I like the idea of the choice, the freedom.
I like the fact that you can get hepatitis. That's
I mean,
kinda
dude, obviously it's filthy. I've never seen a clean one.
Doesn't China have one of the highest hepatitis
It
rates?
does.
Yeah,
It does.
And it's because of this.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
It's
look
pretty
at
obvious, right?
when just looking at that, you can see. By the way, the guy's got the puffed tofu kind of stuff. You see it over there on his skewer. That's what you're doing. Is you get the skewer of thing, you dip it in there until it's ready. You pull it out, you eat it, and then toss the stick on this disgusting display of whatever.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you're gonna want to. As a foreigner, you probably want to avoid because your stomach's probably not ready.
Yeah,
for this.
exactly. You'll get something.
You'll get
something
sick.
bad.
And Chinese people get sick too.
Yeah. See how
it's
they
not
stick in their little bits and pieces in there to like cook them, and then
It's funny because this is like shocking, but it's such a reminder of something we saw every day.
yeah.
You know?
This guy-
I brought this up because you sent me this, but
Yeah.
I wanted to show this not necessarily because it's gross, more because this guy's got to be the worst cook in the world.
I think he really does waste his ingredients. Let's take a look at him. His ingredients
the
end up on the
worst.
table more than anywhere else.
Because
Look
at
his-
first I was like, oh, he's cooking it on the table. No, look,
no,
he puts all the same ingredients in the pot.
yeah, but like half of them fall out.
Yeah.
because he's not doing a great job.
This is called Breath of the Dragon. That's
Yeah.
why Chinese food is
See
such
how-
a delicious taste, is it gets the flame in
Yes,
the food.
yes,
That's
it's really nice. It is nice. But I mean, like, look at all his ingredients falling on the.
he's-
and his noodles are on fire.
He's the worst cook in the world. Is he not? Maybe he's blind.
Maybe it's like one of those like specialty shops, like help the blind people or something.
Maybe, yeah. That's not what his apron says. But yeah, that would make a lot more sense because his technique looks fine, but he's managed to like get rid of 15 pounds of food.
He's created a food table over there.
Yeah.
a matted food
It's
table.
a style. Oh, that's an interesting style. It's called spill your ingredients on a cold table.
Yes.
That's the style.
Exactly. China-built airport in Nepal was littered with corruption.
Are you surprised?
No.
So China built this airport in Nepal, right?
Wow.
It has one flight a week. Nepal took out $216 million in loans, by the way.
From China.
For the Belt and Road Initiative.
Bait and
And
rob.
almost nothing works. Almost nothing works. The construction of the airport's wrong. It didn't have
They didn't
air
complete it.
conditioning.
Yeah, there's
They
no
didn't-
heating, air conditioning.
Only one runway works out of the two because of safety concerns. So they now have to pay it back, by the way.
Yeah, they have to pay back for this white elephant.
It was a white elephant. It was complete garbage. Bad tofu dreg quality. And now Nepal regrets it. But their government is so embedded with China that they had to take the project.
Yeah.
Let this be a warning. You do not take Belt and Road Initiative projects if you're another country. It's foolish. It's suicide.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
There's a link in the description, right,
Yes.
for the article?
It's a great
Yeah, you
report
can see like
from
everything.
New York Times, yeah.
All the concrete was poor quality. The usual type of thing that you would expect with the Chinese neo-imperialist, hegemonic, whatever. You want to add some more buzzwords into
Nah,
that?
I'm good.
You know, but that's what they do, these imperialists.
I'll just read one quote. It's a massive scale of corruption. The corrupt bureaucrats and politicians involved in this scam must be punished.
Yes.
And there's protests in Nepal about this. They were like, they have a communist government right now. So deeply in bed with China, the people don't get a say. They don't want this crap.
No.
Now their country's in debt. It's going to lose territory. They're going to cede territory to China eventually when they can't pay this stuff back. Look
That's
at
how
the
it
port.
goes. Yeah, that's
Right?
how it goes. Every
In Sri
single
Lanka,
time.
Remember that?
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. This was interesting.
It's very huge news, actually. This was in Chengdu, right?
Yes, this is something you do not.
Remember we showed
See.
Bannerman back in the day
Yes.
at the Shitong Bridge? That was incredible courage, and he got carted away. This is a similar thing. Someone has dropped these banners of protest, which is very rare to see in China.
Yes.
And you've got the quote,
Yeah,
what
it
they
says,
say.
there will be no national rejuvenation without political system reform. The people do not need a political party whose power is unchecked and whose responsibilities cannot be questioned. No one can point the country's way. Only democracy is the direction.
Very brave to put something like this up. And the fact that somebody has done this shows you that there's a lot of underlying unhappiness in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, very important news, actually.
It is.
We would like to have done a bigger section on it, but we need more facts, and I think this is a bit developing.
Yes.
You know, we'll find out
Not
more.
that we'll ever know anything again.
Possibly not.
I remember you, you lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember.
Today we're going to be talking about how we were almost arrested, and we had the police called on us at Whataburger.
There's something going on here. What's going on here?
It's grab hags, dude.
Grab tags.
Can we do the double meat Whataburger?
And I put in parentheses just so you know what you'll be voting on later. Remote pervs. And it's just right out there in the open in Chinese because no one's gonna
No one's reading it.
narc on each other, right?
This is a Whataburger. And what a burger it is.
Lesson number 1, your shoe will always fly off.
Why is this?
And we got the cops called on us and actually were questioned by the police. Yeah. Because of your stupid contraption you made me wear.